today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
On a warm afternoon in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, EA Sports brings you to Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. We are off from Charlotte. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Spencer on the return.
The Broncos offense set to go behind their quarterback in his second season now from Missouri, Charles. It's Drew Lock.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the first round. Ended up going in the second, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until near the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
3-yard pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second down and 7. They'll try the draw, Lindsay. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
And
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Lock. He's got his tight end Fant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Lock now on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Complete to Jerry Judy. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
second down. It's Lindsey, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now leading out the Panthers offense, a new man in charge for 2020, a member of the Saints the last couple of years. It's Teddy Bridgewater.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees, but he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his start, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand new head coach, a brand new organization in Carolina.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The sack by Todd Davis. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. but we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a defensive stalemate. No scoring in that first half whatsoever. But a breakthrough can't be too far off. And for the start of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Scoreless first half. These teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
5 yards remain on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And teams have a tough time running the ball. This one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Now the All-Pro from a season ago. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Bridgewater now from the 50. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with time running out. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.